Hey everyone, welcome to this new series of data structure. In this module, we'll talk about tree. Let's start. So you can see one meme over my screen. So this tree is for the normal people and this tree is for the geeks. So from now, whenever tree comes in your mind, we'll think about this tree, not this one. So you can say that this tree is invalid from our life. So we'll just think about this tree. So this is the tree we are talking about in this series. So I think what is tree for us, that concept is pretty clear. Now we'll talk about that. What is tree basically? So you can see in my screen that there are some numbers. So what are those numbers? 10, 2, 4, 6, 79 and 89. Now, so what are these numbers? What is this line? What is this round? And what are the connections? So these are the things that we're gonna talk about in this series. Now we'll see that what is basically trees. In this video we'll only talk about the key points of tree. In the next video we'll talk about the tree terminologies. So the first point is tree is a nonlinear data structure. So what is nonlinear data structure? In nonlinear data structure, data are not organized in a proper manner. So you're gonna traverse the entire nonlinear data structure in one go. In this series, we have already discussed about what is the difference between linear and nonlinear data structure. If you don't know, just click on the I button and watch that video. The second point is tree is a finite set of one or more data structures. The third point is head node is also called as root and remaining nodes are called as child and subtrees. So what is child, what is subtrees? These are the tree terminologies. In the next video, we'll talk about that. So tree can be easily implemented using array and list. So in this series we'll implement tree mostly using linked list. So if you don't know what is linked list, at first you have to clear your concept on linked list. So if you don't know what is linked list, just click on the I button and watch this video at first. The fifth point is only one path between every pair of vertices in a tree. So there will be only one edge. The sixth point is n vertices has exactly n minus 1 edges. So in graph for n vertices there will be n or more than n number of edges, but in tree there must be n minus 1 number of edges, otherwise it will be a graph. So what is the difference between tree and graph? We'll also talk about that in this series. So now we'll talk about that what are the modules that we're gonna cover. At first we'll talk about the tree terminologies, that what is root, what is edge, what is height. We'll talk about everything in tree terminologies. Then we'll talk about the binary tree and we'll also talk about the operations. Then we'll talk about the BST, that is binary search tree, and we'll also talk about the operations of the binary search tree, that what is insertion, what is deletion, and how we can perform the traversal in BST. We'll talk about everything. Then we'll talk about the AVL tree and we'll also perform the rotations of the AVL tree. Then we'll talk about the heap and its operations. Then we'll talk about the threaded binary tree, bit tree, B plus tree, red black tree, and many more. So these are the modules that we're gonna cover in this series. I hope you will enjoy the series. If you have any doubt regarding this series, just write in the comment section. See you in the next video.